Orale, Cholo Trucker Wrestling Rehab. Shouts to all the junkies out there. All right, out on the road. I'm not going to be able to do a pre-show for Money in the Bank, man. So I'm going to go ahead and do this video here while I'm on the road. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get right to it. In no particular order, I am doing this before they air SmackDown. All right, so if anything changes with SmackDown, there you guys have it. This is according to Bleacher Report in no particular order. I'm just going to go down the list here. All right, so we'll start off with the women's Money in the Bank match. And you have Rhea Ripley versus Alexa Bliss versus Naomi versus Roxanne Perez versus Julia versus Stephanie Valkyrie. La Primera. Look, I could see quite a few people winning this. All right. Mommy is definitely somewhere on the list. For me, I don't see Naomi winning this. I don't see Julia winning this. And I don't see Stephanie Valkyrie, La Primera, winning this at all. To me, it's going to be a toss-up between Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, and Roxanne Perez. If I have to choose one, which I do, I'm probably going to go with Roxanne Perez. I'm going to go with a little bit of a surprise here that Roxanne Perez is going to go ahead and pull this out. Remember, she's got a full year to go ahead and cash that in. So it's not like she wins Money in the Bank and immediately she's going to go after the championship, right? She's going to win Money in the Bank, and heck, whatever storylines go on between now and 2026, she can build her character. Mommy, I mean, I would say this. If Rhea Ripley does win it, I don't think we're going to have to wait too long for her to cash it in, if she's the one that wins it. Alexa Bliss, the only reason I'm saying Alexa Bliss is because ever since she's been back, people have been waiting for Alexa Bliss to come back. I like Alexa Bliss. I do. I'm not like a huge fan of hers, but I like Alexa Bliss. People love her, and ever since she's been back, she hasn't really done much. So people thought that maybe she was going to be with the White Six or whatever it may be. She was going to, win the Royal Rumble or something. And she hasn't really done much. So that's why I could see Alexa Bliss winning this. Sorry, I got the window down. It's a little bit hot. So, so that's why I could see Alexa Bliss winning this. But if I had to choose, I will go with Roxanne Perez, possibly Rhea Ripley, and in third place, I'd go Alexa Bliss. Naomi, Julia, Stephanie Valkyrie, I don't think they're winning this at all. So that's my choice, Roxanne Perez. Let's go to the Women's Intercontinental Championship match with Lyra Valkyria versus, Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch. All right, man. They've been doing a decent job building this match. I've said it plenty of times. I know people love Becky Lynch. I don't mind Becky Lynch. She's okay to me. There's definitely room for Becky Lynch. I don't get the whole hype. I don't. She's one of the last four of the OGs, right? When this whole new era of women's wrestling started, right? Her, Mercedes Moné, which she's over there in AEW, which she used to be known as Sasha Banks. Bayley, who I think is going to play a pivotal role in this match, and Charlotte Flair. Lyra Valkyria is going to win this match. Why? Because Bayley's going to get involved. Bayley's going to get involved. I don't know how much longer Becky and Bayley want to keep going. Bayley has kind of faded off a little bit. Even when she changed her character, that kept her alive for the time being. And then starting Damage Control and all that good stuff, right? Because she used to come out with all the hugs and kisses and all that stuff. Change her character, turn into a heel, turn into a villain. And that kept her relevant. I don't know. It seems like the passion has kind of died down a little bit for both of them, actually, for both Bayley and Becky Lynch. The only one I see that their passion is still in there 100% is Charlotte Flair. I don't know about Sasha Banks. Honestly, I don't really keep up too much with AEW, so I don't know where she stands. But it seems like they're kind of on the way down. And they've been on the way down. I don't mean on the way down where it's like the company doesn't know what to do with them, but on the way down where it's like they're getting older and maybe they want to start doing other things in life. Becky Lynch, she's a mother. It just seems like, yeah, her passion, her heart is still in it, but maybe not as much. So I think Bayley gets involved, causes Becky Lynch the match, and we have a Bayley-Becky rivalry. Maybe we see that at Evolution. Maybe we see that at SummerSlam. Something of that sort. We got two OGs that are going to go at it, but I got Lyra Valkyria coming out victorious on this one due to Bayley interference. The men's Money in the Bank match, we got Seth freaking Rollins, Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, Andrade, Penta, and El Grande Americano. So many people were upset that El Grande Americano won his qualifying match. People wanted to see CM Punk. I'm not upset about that. CM Punk in a match like this, I mean, he's a little bit of an older guy. El Grande Americano is going to put on a much better show. I understand people love CM Punk. I'm one of those guys that don't really care too much about him. I will say this time around is the most interesting for me personally, not for everybody else. Everybody else has loved him since the day he stepped into the ring. But for me personally, this time he is, I am very interested in his run. But I'm not upset for him for him not being in this match. El Grande Americano, look, he's not going to win this. He's not going to win Money in the Bank, all right? He's in there to put on a good match. So is Penta. Penta's not going to win this. He's in there to put on a good match. Andrade, another one who's not going to win this match. He's in there to put on a good match. I've said this before. I always think about Shelton Benjamin in these matches. Never won it, but man, he was always in them. Why? Because that dude put on a heck of a show on these matches. So that's why I think these three guys are in there. LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, Seth Rollins. I think those are the guys that can win it. LA Knight, I'm actually going to put LA Knight maybe at second place to win this. Seth Rollins, I'm actually going to put him in third to win this. I'm going to put Solo Sikoa at number 1 to win this. Everybody needs to remember this, okay? It doesn't mean that you immediately get a title shot. It doesn't. I was having a conversation with somebody and they're like, well, because that's going to start up a rivalry with the champion. No, it doesn't. No, it does not. You have a full year. You can fly under the radar with the Money in the Bank briefcase. You can have rivalries with somebody else on the roster. You can have a long rivalry. You can go 6 months, 8 months of a rivalry with somebody else who's not champion. Your career just moves on. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are now in the title picture. It can mean that, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. So if Solo Sikoa wins this, it doesn't exactly mean that, hey, you know what, this time next week he's going to have a title shot. Or he's going to be going after the title. So, do I want Solo Sikoa to win this? No, I don't. Do I think he's the favorite to win this? If I had to really think about it, I would say yes. I would say him, followed by LA Knight, followed by Seth freaking Rollins. Why Seth Rollins? Why isn't he the favorite in my opinion? Because Seth Rollins, he can be in the title picture without Money in the Bank. Now, it can work, him winning Money in the Bank. So I'm not ruling that out. The ones I'm ruling out is Andrade, Penta, and El Grande Americano. These are the three. Those are the guys that I'm saying they got a shot at it. But if I had to favor one, I think it'd be Solo Sikoa winning it. I do. Seth Rollins, I put him in third. LA Knight, maybe they throw him a bone. Maybe. You know what? Just thinking about it now, I'm going to switch those two. I'm going to go Solo Sikoa, Seth Rollins, and then LA Knight. So who do I think is winning Money in the Bank? Solo Sikoa. If it's not him, then it's Seth Rollins. If it's not him, then it's LA Knight. The other three, they don't have a chance. Let's move on to what they're calling main event, according to the Bleacher Report. John Cena teaming up with Logan Paul, going up against Cody Rhodes, and main event Jey Uso. Man, you know, I don't want to get too far into it here, but this has been a just complete mess when it comes to John Cena. It's been a complete mess. All right, Cody Rhodes comes back. This is the way you got to go. You cannot just have Cody Rhodes come back and then just get into a one-on-one match with John Cena. If you want John Cena to continue his title reign, John Cena losing the title ends everything. It ends everything. So putting him in a tag team match makes sense to me. Him teaming up with Logan Paul, I mean, they kind of just threw this in there together pretty fast. I don't mind it. People hate Logan Paul. I actually happen to like him. I think he's a damn good wrestler. People still call him a YouTuber. That's fine. Call him a YouTuber. But he is a full-time WWE superstar now. And the guy can throw down in the ring. So I'm actually a fan of his, man. And I do believe he will be champion one day. One day I do believe he'll be champion. Oh, yes. Not this year. Cody Rhodes teaming up with Jey. I mean, I think there's room there for them to do something special here. This is what I mean. Of course, Cody Rhodes needs to get his run back at John Cena, right? You just can't leave that, hey, he beat Cody Rhodes by cheating and they're never going to have a match again. Like, no, they got to do it again. However, you don't want to bury Cody Rhodes. You don't want this feud to go all the way to the end of the year. So what I say is that Cody and Jey actually have some miscommunication with one another in this match. I'm picking John Cena and Logan Paul to win this match. I'm thinking Cody and Jey have a little miscommunication. Maybe somebody gets involved. Maybe Solo Sikoa. Or one of his goons. I mean, I don't know if really you count. I forget the new guy's name that came in. That's his goon now. I don't think you count Jacob Fatu as one of his goons anymore. There's friction there now. So the new guy that came in, maybe he gets involved. Something. But I think something is going to take Cody away from John Cena for a little bit. Because after this match, whichever way it goes, even if Cody gets the 1, 2, 3, or even if Cody and Jey win this match, does that really count as Cody getting his get back on John Cena after what happened at WrestleMania? No, it doesn't. So to me, it's like you got to get Cody out of this story. Get him away from John Cena. Of course, when Cody returns, he has to go after John Cena. But now you got to do something for him to get away from John Cena just for a little bit. And I think him and Jey, I think that'd be a pretty good feud right there. Yes, I get it. Gunther's doing his thing, trying to get in the mix some way, somehow. Maybe Gunther gets involved in this match, right? And now you got Gunther and Cody beefing it with one another. Something. But nonetheless, I say John Cena and Cody get the victory on this match. I think. And now with what happened at the last Saturday night's main event, there is a little bit of beef there between Jey and John as well. So who gets the 1, 2, 3? Who gets the pinfall? I think John gets the 1, 2, 3 over. Man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one because I can see Logan Paul getting the 1, 2, 3 as well. Just keeping John away from having to beef it with one of these guys, man. But I do think there's interference. Either it's Jey, Jey comes with a lot of baggage, man. He comes with a lot of baggage. The new bloodline, if you still call it that, Gunther, one of those is going to get involved. So I think Cody gets pinned 1, 2, 3 by John Cena due to one of the interferences that comes with the baggage of Jey Uso. And now Cody's going to be, over there messing with that. Like, hey, what the heck's going on over here, man? So, yeah, that's my predictions. Usually I go live and I do a prediction show, but I'm not going to be able to this time around. And you also got Worlds Collide. So, and I was going to go to Money in the Bank, but it's actually my mom's birthday, so I won't be able to do that. So that's my prediction. What's your guys' predictions, man? And when do they cash in? That's another conversation. We'll get into that on another one. Cholo Trucker Wrestling Rehab. Shout out to all the junkies. Catch you guys on next one.